Hello, this is Serrano from the 14th Legion, and this is a quick video to help you understand the workings of the directional scanner and how it can benefit you. The directional scanner is one of the most powerful tools available to any player in the game, and its power really comes from its accessibility first of all, and its universality. It requires no skills, that is to say skills that you must buy books for. It requires no mods on your ship. It is available on every ship and even in a pod if you have no ship, and poor you. But never mind. Now it is opened this way to the left of your capacitor. We have the scanner's button, click on it, and on the right side directional scan, open it up. Here's your directional scanner window even. It has a few important elements at the top. First is the scan button. Click that scan button, bang, and I suppose like a radar, like a sonar pulse, you get instant information of the ships around you. Now you do not get precise ranges, you do not get to know what individual from local is in what ship. You can however see the ship name and ship type. Important to note is this information is instant. At the moment you click the scan button, it does not update. If you want more information, you must click that button again. There is no hotkey. It does not auto-repeat. You get one-time information for the instant you hit that button. If you want to know more information, you hit it again, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Next is this sliding display here and here. There are two of them. The first one is range. It has a few preset points along there. The max is 14.3 AU, which is pretty far. Everything is displayed in AU here, so it's easy to understand. You can drop it down presets 10, 5, 1 and 0, which amounts to 1,000,000 kilometers. These are just for instant ease of adjustment of your range. And next below that is the angle. This is a pretty important one. It has presets as well. 360 is obviously the first one. Bear in mind 360 does not mean on this plane. It also means this way up and this way down. A full circle around you. Scan 360, 180, then 90, 60, 30, 15, finally 5 I think are self-explanatory. If you have any difficulty understanding how that actually relates in game, push F11 and you will see this display. Look down the bottom right. Excuse me, my drone window's in the way. Down the bottom right you can see this cone tracks around the system as I rotate the camera, and that demonstrates where my camera is pointing. And as I adjust the angle up here, let's say we go 90, you can see the green indication inside that shows where my directional scanner is pointing. If I adjust it down, you see that narrows and narrows again as I adjust it down. Will help you identify what exactly you're pointing at, but it should be easy enough to understand as you zoom out and essentially line up your ship with something that is in effect targeting your directional scanner. It follows the camera. Now what use is this? Well, if it isn't obvious already, I can see there's a ship in space out there. There's a crusader. There are two people in local besides me. One of them happens to be my fleet mate. Don't mind her, she's quiet. And as it happens, I do know that this crusader is my fleet mate, but let's pretend that we don't. There is one additional person in local, so maybe they will undock and help us out with our demonstration. We can close that. But right now there's a crusader out there and I don't know where she is. She's out there somewhere. There are a collection of plexes. They're all pretty close range to me. At the moment I can see her at max range. I'll reduce it to 10. Oh dear, she's disappeared. That means I know that she is beyond 10 AU range from me at the moment. Now all of these plexes are within, what, 4.8 or whatever? So I know that she's not at any of them. Give her just a moment and she might assist us by jumping into one. Alright, and we're back. Now, we had before a crusader on maximum range scan and we were concerned. We couldn't find her in any of the plexes. Well, look what's happened. 10 AU, she's within 10 AU, 5 AU, oh, she's within 5 AU. She's definitely at one of these plexes. Now, how do we figure out which one she's at? Well, let's take one, for example, the large. I'll click on the large is over here somewhere. I'm going to aim my camera directly at it and reduce my angle right down. Oh dear. I can tell that she's not at this particular plex. Well then, very well, let's take a look at another one. Is there a medium anywhere? Where's the medium? Over there. I'll just switch straight to it, not bother to reset. She's not there. How about the small? what do you know, there she is. I'll now warp straight to it. If you want to be absolutely certain, go to 5 AU or 5 angle, 5 degrees, whatever. She's definitely at this small outpost. I'm going to go jump right into it. Incidentally, you may have noticed there, I'm warp 10 kilometers to the gate, not at 0. Always warp to an acceleration gate to a plex at 10 rather than 0. You will land effectively at 0 for jumping purposes, as you see there, and have no risk of landing and bumping off the gate as you do at 0. Another quick tip. Right, I will jump straight in and we will demonstrate that she's here. Yes, hello Miss Crusader. Oh, we've got a red in logo. He might help us out. Anyway, there she is. Good for you. So here we are. We're going to see things from the other side. As I sit here in this plex that I have already run down the timer upon, but never mind. And out there on maximum range dscan is the Crusader of Solano, and she is going to help us now to see how we can use dscan defensively and protect our ship. So at this time we can see Crusader on maximum range dscan, but as I adjust the range down at a 10 AU, you can see the ship disappears. At this point I can be assured of my safety within reasonable bounds, and at this time I would spam the scan on 10 AU, waiting to see ship movements and potentially see if that Crusader is coming towards me. Now at this moment in time the Crusader is going to come towards me and she's going to jump into the plex with me. I will track her movement using dscan, and what I invite you to do is count approximately how long it is between first picking her up on dscan and her arriving in the plex and pointing me. And that is a particular guide to how much time dscan gives you to make up your mind about what you want to do with an engagement. So here we go, spamming it on 10 AU. Solano is going to make her move. Of course, because the plex has been finished, I'll have to use warp 2. Here we go. She is on the way. So let's get this clock ticking. Spamming it at 10 AU to watch for movements. Oh, Crusader immediately. Drop it down to 5. Oh, there she is. Drop it down to 1. Oh, she is coming into the plex with me. Keep spamming that dscan. I hope you're counting. She's on the gate already. Bear in mind she's in an interceptor, so pretty fast. Activating the gate. Here she comes. And into the plex with us. Boom, and point. How long was that? Not very long, you might say, but it's plenty enough time to position yourself off the beacon at your appropriate engagement range, or failing that, vacate the plex and live to fight another day. So that about wraps things up. I apologize for the incompleteness of this guide, but it is very much an introduction. There is very little to be said beyond this. However, it's up to you to practice and get familiar with the system of directional scanning. It is extremely powerful and useful and necessary. What I invite you to do is to practice with it in all circumstances. You don't need a system full of hostiles to do it. Even a system with a few blues, or with a friend, or with a couple of neutrals, or somewhere in high sec. It is up to you to get into any system and make use of your dscan to get as much tactical information as you can on the situation. Inside a plex, it will give you all the time you need to make your decision on whether to engage or not. In the time you have, you could probably align and warp an orca out and never need to get caught again. That said, wish you all the best with your dscanning, and this has been Serrano of the 14th Legion. Thank you for your attention and good luck.